Hi everybody, I'm Dennis Carter and welcome to the 51st Annual Putt-Putt National Championship. This year's tournament being played here in Lynchburg, Virginia.
And my name is Joe A. Boyd, host course owner for this year's event and Professional Putters Association National Tournament Director.
Joe, we've got a unique format for the television series this year.
Dennis, we do. Our contestants this year will be playing 180 holes, 10 rounds of competition of medal play. Medal play simply meaning at the end of the tournament, low score wins.
We've got players from across the United States competing this year, even one from the Czech Republic.
We do, and we'll have a chance to meet those players in just a moment. But first, let's recap the first 8 rounds of this year's tournament.
After 8 rounds of play, Brad Lebo's lead is tenuous at best as he starts the 9th round with 7 others within just 3 strokes of the lead.
Well, I feel like I can go out and play 2 good rounds, but there's so many good players close to the lead that, you know, anything could happen. But I just want to play 2 rounds the best I possibly can and let the chips fall where they may.
One of those outstanding players in the hunt is the 2008 champion, Kevin Lacey.
Really, it's, just play one hole at a time. I really think the pressure is on everybody else except for, if you look at the top, Brad Lebo's leading. He's won it before. I think he has less pressure on himself. I have less pressure on myself. And someone like Olivia, who she's just young and fearless and, the nerves of steel when you're that age.
That age being 15 years old. Olivia Prokopova has been playing nearly her entire life, and the Czech teenager is rapidly making a name for herself here in the States.
I start in 3 years old. And I start in Czech Republic, play European systems. And to USA I go when I am 7 years old. And in 14 years old I play putt-putt.
While Olivia may have gotten an early start, Bill Kirby brings the experience to the tee, experience he's relying on in this field.
Like I say, when you're playing with Lacey and Lebo, they are precision players, they're great players, and again, and I talk about Olivia, she is just a phenomenal player. I started when I was 11, so this is my 50th year, and I'm proud of her, and I'm almost like a spectator. I'm a competitor, but I'm a spectator as well, and it's just going to be an exciting shootout.
Exciting indeed. So let's take a look at how round 9 plays out. And here's Bill Kirby, the 1995 national champ, starting round 9, 3 shots back on the first hole.
Dennis, and in the tournament, the national championship tournament, this is inverted order. So the leaders will tee off last going into the 9th round.
And here's Olivia Prokopova on hole number 2 off the rail and into the cup. Nice putt there for Olivia.
Very nice putt. And Brad Lebo, oh boy, he came awful close to that obstacle.
Maybe a little bit too close. See what happened there, the difference in Olivia making her putt and Brad not making his.
Look at where the ball passes the obstacle, the rail right there. Olivia's far closer.
And a lot farther down on the rail for Olivia than Brad.
And that would cause off the back rail that 3 to 4 inch difference in where the ball ends up, and an ace and a deuce.
Kevin Lacey now on hole number 3 off the rail and into the cup. This can be a tricky hole. This is one that the players, either you love it or hate it.
Well, the players expect to make this hole, but it's difficult. You can see the mound that the cup is on. And Olivia here hit an awful hard shot.
Look at that deuce putt she's got. That's a tough putt.
Oh, and she just lagged the second putt there. And this will be a difficult 3rd shot.
And at this point, she knows she's lost at least 1, maybe 2 shots to the field there with that 3.
And Brad is, I think Brad may have watched Olivia there, left it a little bit short. And I think his second shot there, he just hit it a little bit too hard, but both of these players have lost 2 shots, bogey to an ace.
And here's hole 5, probably one of the toughest holes on the course.
This is one of the holes on the golf course that you can't have a direct line to the cup. It requires a double bank shot. But it's a hole that if you score a hole-in-one on it, you expect to pick up a shot on the field.
And Brad Lebo did just that there. It was a nice putt for Brad. Kevin Lacey now. He'll try to duplicate that ace.
Kevin's from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Unfortunately, just off to the right-hand side of the cup. But as we now move to hole number 7. Nice shot by Kevin. You can see where that cup is on the back side of that hill with an obstacle directly behind it, Dennis. That can be, there's a nice break there for Brad. If he hits the obstacle on the other side, he would not have a clear shot to the cup.
Because that ball can roll all over the place. He was lucky there that it hit the obstacle.
Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. The players would say, Olivia, put that cup back in the original position. She hit it so hard.
She used every bit of the hole there. So as we head through the front 9 of round 9 with 27 holes to play, here's how your leaderboard shapes up.
Welcome back to the 2010 Putt-Putt National Championships from Lynchburg, Virginia.
Kevin Lacey on hole 10, a shot through the valley there. You have to kind of play that ball, let it rock through both sides. Missed it, and then missed his 2-putt there off the hill.
Yeah, very disappointing hole for Kevin. This is a hole that the players expect to make, and with that 3, he's going to cost himself 2 shots to the leaders.
Brad Lebo sees if he can rock it through there.
Hurry, 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 hurry. Oh.
Wow.
That's a disappointing shot. Disappointing stroke by Mr. Lebo.
He'll have to settle for a deuce. Here's Bill Kirby also on 10. Boy, this is very much a speed putt. You want to play those mounds so it'll rock right into the hole just like Bill Kirby did right there.
Yeah, Bill is a tremendous speed putter.
On to number 11. This is Kevin Lacey off the railing and hopefully into the cup. He did just that.
All players expect this hole to be a 1 on their scorecard.
They know exactly where they want that spot on the rail they want to hit, and all 3 of them did just that. Brad's putt almost didn't have enough
almost
juice.
made it, but all 3 of them with holes and 1s on that hole.
On to the 12th hole, and Kevin Lacey using every bit of the cup there for his ace.
A fortunate shot for Kevin.
Here's Olivia, and that one slides by, and that's a tough break for her as she'll settle for a deuce. Then Brad Lebo on the tee off the railing. Coming towards the hole, looking good, looking good. Lips out though. Oh, but he's got a chance.
Look at that
off
the
the
background.
hill.
How about that?
Nice.
What a break. What
Boy.
a fortunate break for him.
And those are the kind of breaks that champions get.
Kevin Lacey. Oh, and a tough break there for Kevin.
Kevin Lacey unable to make that putt. That's tough. Look how close this is to going in the hole.
Boy, I know he's disappointed with the results from that hole.
Looked in, but didn't just decided not to go in. That one goes in there. And here's Olivia also on hole 13. Off of the hill and into the cup. So the new leaderboard through 9 rounds. And look, we've got a new name at the top of the leaderboard, Joe.
Greg Newport from High Point, North Carolina, whose 9th round score of 21 takes him to the top.
Look at this round. Look at all those aces. That is a pretty scorecard right there.
An 11 on the front 9, a 10 on the back 9, 21 total, gives him the new course record, which was previously held by 2-time putter of the decade Greg Ward with a 23. So Greg beat that record by 2 shots.
It's going to be a great final round. We'll be back for the 10th and final round of the Putt-Putt National Championship in Lynchburg right after this. One round to play in the Putt-Putt National Championship in Lynchburg, Virginia, and we have a tie at the top of the leaderboard, Greg Newport and Olivia Prokopova.
They played 162 holes. There's 18 holes left to play.
And here's the hot putter of late, Greg Newport on hole number 1, knocking it in. Boy, he has gotten on a roll, and he just cannot miss.
What a beautiful stroke here on hole number 2. His speed is just perfect as he makes the first 2, moving on to hole number 3.
Off the right rail, up the hill, and just into the cup, 3 in a row to start out the final round.
One of the advantages Greg's going to have over his other competitors is that he is 6 holes ahead in the competition, so he will be on hole number 6 before the other leaders even begin to tee off their final round.
So he can go ahead and just post a low number, and the other guys are going to have to match what he does.
That's exactly right. And as long as he continues to make aces like this, hole after hole after hole, here on hole number 6, he's now made 5 out of the first 6. He's giving nobody an opportunity to catch him.
He's making it look too easy. It's not that easy, Joe. I can tell you. I've been out there on the course. It's not that easy.
It is not that easy. That's right. This is one of the more challenging holes, even though it's straight. Hole number 8. Look at that. What a nice break. And he knows it himself that I am on a roll.
I am on fire. That's 7 of the first 8 in the final round. Talk about delivering under pressure. That's just what Greg Newport's doing here.
Giving nobody an opportunity to close the gap.
Completing the front 9 there. Made 8 of the first 9 holes as he moves on to hole number 10.
Wow, what a beautiful shot. He shot a 10 on the front 9.
Wow.
In the final round of the national championship.
This is at hole 11, off of the left rail.
Oh, he's human.
Oh, wow, he missed a putt.
He missed. I know he's disappointed with that, but what a run he's had, 9 out of the first 11.
He has just been on fire. Take a look at this. Through hole 11, look at all those 1s. He only has 2 2s on his scorecard. When you make 9 of your first 11 holes, that's delivering under pressure.
Yeah, that is under pressure, and it is requiring the players behind him to make every hole. And by this time, they know what Greg has done, and they know what they have to do.
That's a pretty putt there on hole number 2 by Bill Kirby, the '95 national champ. On number 3, up the hill and into the cup. Bill's still right there in the mix.
No, he still has an opportunity to capture this title.
And boy, I know that would mean a lot to him. As he said earlier, started this game when he was 11 years old.
Oh, he knows he hit not a good shot there. Very unhappy with that shot. Pushed it off to the right.
And that's a tough 2-putt coming up the hill.
And he pushed it off to the right again. And now he's going to be behind that left obstacle. Very narrow. Well, he couldn't do it.
Tried to slide it just by there, but it caught it, and that's a 4, and he knows at this point, there goes the tournament.
He looks back and he says, this national championship is not for me.
Here's Olivia on hole 4, playing the railings, and oh man, usually when the ball is right there on the edge of the cup, sometimes it'll drop in for you, but that one decided to stay out.
Same hole that Newport missed.
And here's Lebo playing it off the rail, up the hill, and into the cup,
there you go.
Just barely.
Just what you were saying about Olivia's putt. Sometimes when it gets that close, it just finds its way in.
Hole number 5 for Lebo, off the back rail and down into the cup. So Brad still hanging on with hopes of winning the championship.
As does Olivia, who was tied with Newport heading into this final round of competition. That's a nice shot for her.
Again, playing the same shot off that back rail and into the cup. Hole number 6, and boy, if I had $1 for every time we've seen people do that, I'd be a rich man, Joe.
I understand, and well, we'll look at that beautiful second shot for her.
That's just a great 2 there. Keeps her right there in the mix. Brad Lebo on hole 8, right up the pike and into the hole.
Olivia on the same hole, same results.
Here's Brad Lebo on hole 9, off the railing and into the cup. Nice putt there for Brad.
You can see with that beautiful stroke that he has why he was the national champion past.
And Olivia, maybe a little bit too much speed on that putt. It didn't come back over, so she has to settle for a 2 there. They know it.